Welcome to Exam Sale. In this episode we cover the syllabus for the exam HP, implementing HPE Composable Infrastructure Solutions. This script will guide you through what to learn, how each domain is weighted, and where to focus your study time. The exam is divided into 5 domains with exact weights and expectations. The domains and weights are: install, configure, and set up HPE Composable Infrastructure Solutions at 35%, manage, monitor, administer, and maintain HPE Composable Infrastructure Solutions at 25%, identify, describe, and differentiate HPE Composable Infrastructure Solution products and services at 15%, troubleshoot HPE Composable Infrastructure Solutions at 15%, and describe, differentiate, and apply IT industry trends, standard technologies, and HPE solutions at 10%. Each domain lists focus, difficulty, estimated learning time in hours, and the assessment type to help you plan your preparation. Install, configure, and set up HPE Composable Infrastructure Solutions is weighted at 35%, focuses on hands-on deployment and configuration of Synergy hardware and software components, has difficulty labeled hard, estimated learning time hours 24, and assessment type hands-on plus conceptual. You will learn to install HPE Synergy 12,000 frames into a rack environment, set up frame link modules, and install Synergy Composer and Image Streamer hardware while configuring management network cabling and redundancy. Training covers HPE OneView initial setup for Composer, creating logical interconnect groups and enclosure groups, defining logical enclosures and uplink VLAN mappings, and building server profile templates along with local and remote storage connectivity. You will also practice image streamer tasks like creating deployment plans, importing golden images, configuring stateless compute deployment, and integrating image streamer with OneView for automated OS provisioning. Manage, monitor, administer, and maintain HPE Composable Infrastructure Solutions is weighted at 25%, focuses on day-to-day operations and resource lifecycle management, has difficulty medium, estimated learning time hours 18, and assessment type conceptual plus scenario-based. You will learn to use HPE OneView to monitor system health and resource status from the dashboard and to manage firmware and driver updates using Service Pack for ProLint with non-disruptive update methods for interconnects. The domain includes managing server profiles for scaling and migrating workloads, configuring alerts and notification services such as SNMP and email, and performing backup and restore of Synergy Composer configurations while managing user access and roles. You will also practice resource monitoring tasks like analyzing power and thermal data, tracking hardware inventory, using OneView reports for capacity planning, and verifying storage pathing and network fabric performance. Identify, describe, and differentiate HPE Composable Infrastructure Solution products and services is weighted at 15. Focuses on knowledge of the hardware portfolio and the unique value proposition of composability, has difficulty easy, estimated learning time hours 10, and assessment type conceptual plus scenario-based. This domain teaches the Synergy portfolio architecture including components of the HPE Synergy 12,000 frame, the functions of Synergy Composer and Image Streamer, and differences across Synergy compute module generations. You will learn the roles of Synergy Fabric and interconnect modules, the architecture of the HPE Synergy D3940 storage module, and the benefits of composable fabric and fluid resource pools. The domain also covers composable differentiators such as software-defined intelligence, the unified API approach for infrastructure as code, comparisons with converged and hyper-converged models, and use cases for private and hybrid cloud deployments. Troubleshoot HPE Composable Infrastructure Solutions is weighted at 15. Focuses on identifying, diagnosing, and resolving issues within the Synergy environment, has difficulty hard, estimated learning time hours 15, and assessment type scenario-based. You will practice gathering and analyzing OneView support dumps and interpreting integrated management log entries to find root causes. The domain covers diagnosing frame link module communication issues, fabric connectivity and virtual connect errors, resolving image streamer deployment and boot failures, and troubleshooting server profile apply errors while using system status LEDs to identify hardware faults. Emphasis is placed on methodical log analysis, using diagnostic tools, and working through realistic scenarios to build confident troubleshooting skills. Describe, differentiate, and apply IT industry trends, standard technologies, and HPE solutions is weighted at 10%. Focuses on strategic alignment of HPE composable solutions with modern IT trends. Has difficulty medium. Estimated learning time hours 8. And assessment type conceptual plus scenario based. You will learn how REST APIs enable modern infrastructure management and how HPE Synergy integrates with DevOps tools like Ansible and Terraform to support infrastructure as code. The domain explains trends that drive software-defined data centers and hybrid cloud adoption and connects composable infrastructure to digital transformation goals and operational agility. Expect scenario-based questions that ask you to apply these concepts to real-world architectures and automation strategies. In summary, follow the domain weights and plan your study time accordingly with emphasis on hands-on practice for the 35% installation and configuration domain and targeted troubleshooting exercises for the 15% troubleshooting domain. Balance conceptual study with scenario practice in management, product differentiation, and industry trends, and allocate the recommended hours to build confidence. Good luck preparing for HP, implementing HPE composable infrastructure solutions. And remember that practical labs with HPE OneView and Image Streamer will make the biggest difference on exam day.